What's going on YouTube? It's Private KJ back here with another video. Yes, it's been about 3 to 4 days since I've last uploaded. Finally, NBA is back. All-Star break is over. There's only 2 games the previous day, so which is why I didn't really upload. I didn't have enough teams to really talk about. But we're going to kind of discuss some of the games that went on, and I'm also going to discuss how the LA Clippers are the most underrated team in the league, in my opinion. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a beat, okay? Sorry there was no live stream last week. I'm trying to figure out the perfect schedule for that, so I apologize. I'm just going to stop saying when I'm going to do it, and I will just kind of give notice the day in advance when I actually schedule it, okay? So we're going to be talking about the Clippers and the Warriors game, and I'll pull up the rest of the games that I did watch. But with that said, let's get right into the video. First up, though, we have the Detroit Pistons and the Charlotte Hornets. A lot of these games I actually had to re-watch because I was at Open Gym the other day. But it was fun to see me go watch LaMelo Ball. And the Hornets announcer is honestly one of the best in the business. They bring so much energy and it's so fun to listen into them. But this was just a really fun game to watch. I'm not going to lie. LaMelo Ball had a really solid game. A lot of different players contributed into this one, and it was actually a really close game. Jeremy Grant popped off with 32 points and 8 rebounds. PJ Washington had a great game, 20 points, 9 rebounds. Ball didn't exactly shoot the best this game, but what he did do is provide that floor general. He had 9 assists, by the way. Let's not forget that. And just overall, it was just a really solid win. And I think the Hornets kind of needed something like this just because the style they play, I'm not sure that I can trust them in crunch time to kind of dig things out because they're so young and stuff like that. But it was just really nice to see that. That basically was what I'm trying to get at. Next up though, we have the Nets and the Celtics. I'm right now looking at it on my computer right now, and it's funny because I think Kyrie put out a post, and it's like surprised that me and my team. It was like basically him saying surprised that me and my teammates are getting along, because as we all know, at his time during the Celtics tenure, the media basically like killed him for being a bad teammate. Let's just keep it a buck. That's what they did, and Kyrie is like one of the most hated people in the media. Now everyone's always like, stop being soft. It's your job to be criticized by the media. Nah, man. No other superstar was going through what Kyrie did during that time. They were really saying that they are better off with Kyrie. And look at them when Kyrie's gone. Like, that's crazy to me. And this was a great win. I'm so glad I got to see Kyrie drop 40 points. James Harden did his thing, 22, 10, and 8, being unselfish as usual. Jaylen Brown continues to struggle. This is like the like the 6th, 7th game in a row now. They just hasn't just shot the ball that well. I'm only 13 points. Jason Tatum, though, popped off with 31. Great game from him. Tice played well. This was just a solid win for the Nets. And for as much as we want to say the Celtics have been disappointing, this is a fine loss to them. I mean, at the end of the day, the Brooklyn Nets are a stacked and elite championship team, so there's nothing to hang your heads over. Okay, so that's it's up with that. Next up though, we got the Timberwolves and the Pelicans, and the Wolves put it onto the something clicked. I don't know what happened, but the Timberwolves were like, "Nah, we're not losing any more games," and they beat down the Pelicans. It was bad. Like, if you watch this game, it generally looked like the Pelicans were disinterested and just thought we're a good enough team to beat the Timberwolves without showing up, and it just did not go well. Jalen Noel, the person I put stock on early in the season, I said he's going to be a really good player in the future. 28 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He is a scorer. When they drafted him out of college, he's a person you give the ball and he can give you buckets. Jalen Noel popped off. Shout out to him, man, my boy. Karl-Anthony Towns, 16-7, not the greatest scoring game. Ricky Rubio, though, did his thing, just kind of being like the Thomas Satoransky for the Bulls is what he's doing it, but a better playmaker in my opinion. Just kind of giving flow to that team and bringing that offense to them. That was pretty nice to see, something that they desperately need. Next up, I'm going to kind of tap on this. I'm not going to talk too much about them. Thunder Mavericks, good win for the Thunder, good win for the Thunder, bad loss for the Mavericks. Shea continues to prove me wrong on what I thought about DeMar DeRozan. Should have made it over him. 32.6 assists. Josh Richardson popped off with 27 and 6. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if Luka played this game. Josh Richardson was the team leader. Let me check. Yeah, I don't believe so because I didn't really tune in much for this game. So I'm not really surprised that they lost this game now I really think about it. I do believe he did not play. So that's that. There's nothing really much to talk about there. The game I want to talk about now. That main stuff I want to talk about. Clippers, Warriors. Oh my. There's clips. There's a clip surfacing on the internet, on Instagram, social media. Steph Curry yelling at his teammates. Not a big deal though. It happens when you're the leader of the team. You want to see more out of your guys. When you're getting 30 put on you, it's gonna happen. I can understand his frustration. The kind of some leaders though. Jordan Poole, the assist leader of the game. I was shocked about that. I don't think Draymond Green really showed up. I'm pretty sure he didn't play. Matter of fact, it was weird. James Wiseman only played the fourth quarter. I think it was like something wrong with his COVID testing, something like that. Kelly Oubre 15 points, 6 rebounds. Yeah, it was a really weird thing. For James Wiseman not playing until the fourth quarter. But anyways, Kawhi Leonard 28 points, 9 rebounds. Sold me in fantasy basketball because he had one more double. But I'm gonna win anyway. So I'm playing the worst team in the league. Serge Ibaka 16 and 14. Yes, Serge Ibaka had a really good game. Paul George 17, 7 and 5. It was a quality game from him. Shot a little bit better, but it is what it is. They put on 30, and this is a really good team win. Now, I'm here to talk about the LA Clippers for the rest of this video because every single time I mention my championship contenders, I always say the Clippers are championship contenders, but I actually never really have talked about them on this channel. Now, I've always stated that I would take a healthy Lakers over them. I would take the Nets over them. And I would debatably take the Jazz over them. But I think the reason why everyone's so just forgetting about them is just because of what happened last year. I like this team as the underdog. I really do. They kind of shut up for once. Let's be honest. If they shut up and kind of prove everyone wrong, that'll be huge. Okay, Kawhi Leonard is a top 5 player in the league. Honestly, probably top 3. I gotta really look into that. Top 5 to 3 player in the league. Paul George, top 20 player in the league, possibly 15. They have the superstars to do it. Okay, they can pull us off. They have the bench and the role players around them to do it. I'm going to get into the point guard situation a little bit later, but I really want to see this team succeed, okay? They are versatile. They can switch 1 through 5 a lot of the time, or at least 1 through 4 for the most part. We'll say that. Players like Nick Batum, who has resurrected his career. It's just been amazing, okay? He's like a secondary playmaker for this team. He can space the floor, shooting like a really good percentage from 3. I gotta check on the stats. It's around 37, I believe. I gotta check on that though. Don't quote me on that. Reggie Jackson has actually been solid, even though he's inconsistent a lot, like he always been. For a time that the players that were out, he stepped up big. Lou Williams, albeit not on a lot of playing time, I expect him to get more minutes in the playoffs. And I think that's the thing that's been going underrated. A lot of people have been saying how Lou Williams might be washed. He's not getting the minutes. For me personally, if you would ask me what I believe, I actually think that Ty Lue is not playing him in the playoffs, or not playing him in the regular season to prepare him for the playoffs and give him a rest, just because we're so used to Lou Williams kind of not having those legs and not performing that great during the playoffs. Maybe this is his strategy of, hey, we're going to need you in the playoff, so we're going to kind of give you these limited minutes here and there to prepare you for the playoffs. Because at the end of the day, he's a one-dimensional player. If he doesn't bring the scoring, he's not bringing anything else. He's basically useless on the floor. So I kind of like what they're doing with him. I'm kind of putting him in spot minutes where he can use his role effectively, and I expect those minutes to go up just a little bit, like maybe 25 minutes per game when the playoffs hit, okay? Zubac, maybe my top 3 favorite big men in the league. No one knows about the things he does. He just does everything that you need to do out of a big man for 18 to 20 minutes perfectly, okay? Just solid rim protection. Not the best, but not the worst. Solid rim protection. Solid finisher. Great screen setter. The little big man things. Rolling to the basket. He's really good timing his rolls and when to slip. Okay, he's really good at posting up and finding where the seams are in the defense. He's not a great playmaker. I'm not saying he really posts up, but when they kind of dump him down the ball down the post, kind of if that's like a last second bail shot, he can do that. Being good at standing in the dunker spot and when to time his jumps. For alley-oops, kind of with that connection he has with Lou Williams, or kind of when he needs to go up for a rebound after a missed shots. He's really good at positioning his rebounds or for getting an offensive board, which doesn't get talked about enough around big men who do the little things right. Those little things is what wins you championships by your big man, okay? You don't need a superstar big man in today's league to win. Patrick Beverley, all-star defender, elite on-ball defender, okay? I already talked about Lou Williams. Marcus Morris, a solid scorer off the bench that can give you 15 to 20 at spurts at any given point. Luke Kennard, albeit has not been great, a sharpshooter off the bench. Patrick Patterson, just another body to throw who can space the floor against forwards. This team is built to win the championship, okay? You already understand that. Everyone knows that the player they are missing is a playmaking point guard. Now, I'm going to give my take on, I think, a good match would be, and it's going to be Ricky Rubio, okay? The Timberwolves suck. They are going to be sellers at the trade deadline, okay? The trade deadline is coming up soon, and I'm so excited for it. This is when NBA basketball is truly at its most fun. Ricky Rubio, okay, the Clippers. Somehow, if you were to stumble upon this video, find a way to trade for Ricky Rubio. I'm not sure how the salaries would match, but I'm not going to lie. If it required me to trade Patrick Beverley, I would trade for Ricky Rubio. I would give away Lou Williams if I could trade for Ricky Rubio. I would trade away Marcus Morris if I could trade for Ricky Rubio. I would not trade away Nicholas Batum, though. I would keep him. I would keep Zubac. I would keep Ibaka. But those three players I would gladly give away for Ricky Rubio. Now, it might be a little difficult since they don't have their first-round picks. I don't think Ricky Rubio is all that great where you need to trade away first-round picks for him. But if I am the Clippers, one player that I'm eyeing down is Ricky Rubio. That is just like the bare minimum. Like, he's just like an above-average starter. Maybe a sixth man at this point in his career, honestly. But above average, in my opinion, like slightly above average starter who you can give the ball that will run your offense, who can set everything up. A very good playmaker, quality defense when he's zoned in. Not a liability, at least, we'll say that. And you can just do everything you need him to do, albeit not a great shooter. But Patrick Beverley, although he's a solid shooter, there's plenty of games where you can look at his box score and be like, wow, I shot like this game, 1 for 4, and then shoot the ball as well. So I think that his playmaking ability is more impactful than Patrick Beverley's on-ball defense, considering the fact that in the West, the plethora of forwards that are so dominant is key. And at the end of the day, when we know it's going to be the Lakers, in my opinion, or the Jazz, you have those forwards already. I just think you can afford to get rid of Patrick Beverley for Ricky Rubio, some sort of thing like that. Like I said, I'm not sure. I have to look at the salaries. Maybe I can do a trade builder video in the future. That's just kind of my personal opinion on that take, okay? Wow. With that said, though, that was a small kind of take on the Clippers. I actually think I'm going to do a separate video on the Clippers, instead of just kind of throwing this out there. So maybe I'll do a separate video on the Clippers. I think that's what I'll do. But with that said, that'll conclude today's video recaps. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a beat. With that said, Private KJ out.